NASDAQ today down about 0.7% by the end of the day. Same for the S&P 500, and a little bit of a roller coaster session here today, Ken. The Dow down about 0.5% today, and the Russell 2000 just slightly in negative territory. But your assessment of how things shook out by the end of the day?
Well, it was just, more volatility. Which way is this market wanna go? I mean, the Nasdaq was up intraday 1.2, 1.3%. All those gains faded badly, and then we rallied sharply off lows, and then sellers came into the market late again. So we'll see what volume ends up looking like on the Nasdaq. It looks like it's a close call to what we saw on Tuesday. NYSE volume does look to be lighter as well. So. We're still in a confirmed uptrend, but the fact that, we did get that distribution day yesterday for the NASDAQ and the S&P 500, so that kind of calls this, the quality of this rally into question, and looking for leadership to branch out outside of oil and gas stocks, but that has been slow to take shape.
Yeah, that it has. And the NASDAQ did close below that round number of 12,000, but it's for now hanging above that 21-day line. So some support at that key technical level.
Yeah, definitely. So, obviously a great finish to the week last week with 3 straight up days in a row. And the fact that the NASDAQ is holding on to those gains pretty well is looking pretty good, sitting right there at the 12,000 level. And it was the second session in a row. I do like the fact that the NASDAQ's holding on to gains from last week.
Yes. I'm going to flip back on over to a daily chart. So some support here at the 21-day line as well, but it looks like, bumping up its head, around that 4150-ish level, 4160 or so the last couple of sessions.
Yeah, kind of a mirror image of the NASDAQ here. Strong gains on Thursday and Friday, and holding on to the bulk of those gains. There was definitely some volatility Tuesday, and more volatility again today. So it's still, it is not an easy environment out there. I mean, we're looking at our screens, every day, just looking for actionable stocks.
Good morning, 9:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibite OG. So it's slightly cooler today. It's in the 60s. Unlike yesterday and the day before, when this morning at 9:45 it was about 90 degrees almost. So a little later update this morning. My son was up until 4:30 a.m. So that was good stuff. So I'm a little tired today, but hey, first things first, we got to get to the updates. So I started off by showing you what's going on in the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P 500, and Russell 2000. It's important to stay on top of that. The futures are slightly down. Well, they started off down, now they're slightly up. Yesterday I called out and said, on YouTube, a lot of YouTubers were saying 30,600 was the ideal support, which made no sense. I couldn't figure it out, and I was told that they were using the Fibonacci retracement levels, which makes sense because I don't use the Fib. I am the motherfucking Fib, because if you are the Fibonacci extensions, you don't have to pay attention to an analytical style event. You can be the analytics. You create the analytics. So we already knew what was going on here. This is so easy, does it? So at 30,600, we knew that the resistance in the area was up in here. Once it broke that, we're coming down to here. It was guaranteed. I guaranteed that we were coming down to 29,500 minimum yesterday. And what did we do? We came down to the uptrend at 29,311. Now we're bouncing around. We started a bearish cross in the 2-hour time frame. So pay attention to that. That is a confirmed bearish cross, 20 cross in the 50 and the 200, because the 100's down on support, which means that this might not be ready to completely fold. So when we look at it in the 4-hourly, I mean, it's at an area right now. If this is used as a right shoulder, this will come all the way back down to this uptrending support area. So I still think 25,000 can be hit. We're just being very volatile right now. And we're moments away. If this does break down past this ascending triangle, this is where you would get that impulsive move down. So I'm not saying we're there yet. We have to watch because, as you see with XRP, spectacular call yesterday as well. We called it right back down. We said we had to back test the ascending triangle. We actually fell right back into the uptrend. This is so common. It's disgusting. But the bullish cross we started in the 4-hourly has been invalidated, it looks like. We've pulled back through invalidating the bullish cross on the 4-hour time frame. In the daily, we're still coming down steady. In the weekly, still have this bearish cross that we have to complete. We've had a 20 cross in the 50 and the 100. Now we still have to cross the 200. So the higher pattern will take place. This is still a bearish engulfing on the weekly. And we've come down to 38,724 this week. I still think we need to come down and double bottom at some point at 33.6 and prove that this area can hold support. Looks like a much bigger head and shoulders. And even when you bring it down on the smaller time frames, it's been a failure. It's a failure. Even on the V reversal this morning, failed. We're trying to hold this area, but we have no strength. The 20 days used as resistance, these are very bearish times. XLM, same thing, has that head and shoulders pattern. We talked about the topping reversal. We fall back into the ascending triangle after a fake out over. Now, if we break this support, your next logical move would be down to 11.9 and then down to 11 cents. So, I mean, this morning it's not all roses and, I don't even know what else it could be this morning, but it's not roses and sunshine. It's more like darkness and gloom and doom. I told you yesterday that was bend over central if you bought it at 30,600 on Bitcoin or the altcoins where they were at. It made no fucking sense. A lot of people that are big time investors on YouTube got into positions at 30,600 with stop losses at 29,700 to 900, which made no fucking sense. I told you that's an easy way to throw your money away and an easy way to go bankrupt. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and join Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. Haven't had very many members the last few days, actually the last 10 days. But what are you going to do? I put my content out, and I put the best content out that anybody can have. It's the best content money could even buy, but I do it for free. So I do it based on the generosity of everybody who joins Tom's Army for $9.99 a month. It's that simple. So that's what we're looking at. You can see exactly how this pattern filled out. We don't have to dick it. We don't have to sugarcoat it. This is the pattern. And once we break this for DGB, then you come down to this impulse move back down to the bottom of here. And the low is 854, but I doubt it would hold if we come down. This is a head and shoulders pattern, and it's no longer disguising itself. Hit that motherfucking like button.